technical analysis using the evening star candlestick pattern, which can often contain elements of other candlestick patterns, such as the hanging man and bearish kicking pattern for the second and third candles. In any case, generally the most important features are gaps between the real bodies of the candles, and it's highly preferable for the third candle to be a larger red real-bodied candle. Then, as usual, confirmation of the bearish reversal candle pattern takes the form of price trading and closing under the low price of the pattern. In this case, the evening star's low is from the third candle since it has the lowest low price of the three candles. Since this candlestick pattern is made of three candles, some of which can cover quite a wide price range, it can be helpful to look at the candle or candles with the highest selling volume to get an idea of more precise resistance. Fortunately, in this case, it's quite clear and obvious with the third candle, specifically around the open and high price, since it's a red candle within a bearish reversal pattern. Essentially like a small scale gap down chart pattern we discussed with the bearish kicker pattern. Within the downtrend beginning this new example, the third downswing point demonstrates the structure of an evening star in more of a continuation context, rather than the main reversal leading to a downtrend. The bearish shooting star for the third candle also demonstrates continued bullish weakness in the short term. Now here's a similar scenario but with more red in terms of the candles and selling volume. This time there's also a green candle that even closes under the low of the evening star, and the following candles are even less bearish, combined with a recent stronger showing of support around the lower 18,000 range with the two upswing points. It's not too surprising to see only a minor delay to the uptrend rather than a full reversal. That's a good reminder to pay attention to both short-term developments and the broader context. In this case, three bearish shooting star candles form the structure of an evening star. However, there's no progress to close under the lowest price. Instead, the following bearish to neutral candles move sideways to slightly upwards. In the process, the structure of another evening star has formed. It has the preferred characteristic of the second candle having the smallest real body, closer to a doji, though unusually it has more green and higher buying volume for the first and third candles. Regardless, the structure of an evening star is here with the gaps between the real bodies. The chart quickly closes under the low of the evening star, which in this case is the low price of the first candle, which is also a hanging man. With a new downtrend in progress, this latest evening star becomes a good reference for future resistance. And even though 2 out of the 3 candles are green, resistance like normal centers around the gaps between the real bodies, which in this case means close to the closing prices of the 3 candles. Later, when the chart goes into more range-bound movement, there's another evening star structure with additional bearish features, namely the second candle also being a bearish shooting star. It's not the most bearish variant, but displays features of the bearish shooting star nonetheless. But as we've seen before, that's no guarantee of a major drop that will be sustained. It just ends up being a small bearish retracement similar to the previous case we looked at earlier near the 18,000 range, where the broader context was also building towards more bullish sentiment, such as with the previous upswing containing a bullish engulfing pattern that's approximately in line with a recent support range. This next chart doesn't demonstrate an evening star, but displays very similar characteristics in terms of the general price action. There are no gaps between the 3 candles, but there's still the general downturn of price over 3 candles. Since the second candle is a bearish shooting star, this could simply just be a bearish shooting star reversal, but there's stronger emphasis for a rapid bearish reversal since the 2 candles beside it add those contrasting features found in the structure of the evening star pattern. And also part of the range from this downswing is approximately in line with the previous downswing point. In fact, this area turns out to be quite significant as shown by the roll reversal with this previous upswing point back here. This can be made even more clear through the lens of Fibonacci levels.